What it do, y'all? It's Stank815, and I'm back with another reaction video. This is a reaction video about Safaree and Erica and Nicki Minaj. Listen, I've never been a Safaree fan. He always been weak to me. And Erica, when they was together, I knew something was weird about that situation, in my opinion. And Nicki Minaj and him was totally trash. But let's get into this video. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how y'all feel, because y'all know I'm gonna give my motherfucking opinion. That's right. Fuck Safaree. But anyway, we're gonna get into this video, man. We're gonna see what it's about. And let's see.
It has been a hot minute since we talked about Erica Mena and her ex, Safaree Samuels, but it looks like not as much change between them. Erica just blasted Safaree for being a bad father to their kids, claiming that he is allegedly a danger to their kids.
What?
But that's not all. She also exposed him for being obsessed with his ex,
I can see that.
claiming that he is still stalking Nicki more than 10 years after they broke up. Child, Erica went in hard on Safaree, and girl, let me tell you, she ate him right up. Erica and Safaree got married in 2019, but they got divorced in 2021. Their marriage was a hot mess, but at least it produced two adorable kids. And speaking of their kids, Erica has insisted that Safaree wasn't exactly father of the year when it comes to their kids, because he was a deadbeat dad even while they were married.
Look, what I'm trying to say is this right here. I know who. You need to step up and be a man. You need to be a dad.
Safaree didn't change after the divorce, and on an episode of Love and Hip Hop, Erica found out what Safaree would be paying her in child support, since she mostly has physical custody of the kids because they're still very young. Anyway, she found out that she would only be getting $4,305 for both kids, and well, she did not take it well.
Are you kidding me? Not all of this financial burden with my children is on me? It's not fair.
When a man shows you who he is, you have to believe him. When anybody shows you who they are, you have to believe them.
He doesn't have to pay nothing of it. Nothing.
Sure, 4,000 might sound like a big chunk of change to us regular folks, but let's not forget we're talking about celebs here. Plus, we know how lavish Safaree lives, so it's not like he's hurting for cash. Raising two kids in their world costs way more than that. Honestly, 4,000 probably wouldn't even cover the nanny, let alone the other expenses. However, because they chose to take the arbitration route instead of a typical divorce court, there was no way for her to fight the case. It didn't end there, because in another episode, Erica claimed that Safaree was barely seeing their kids.
Stop hurting me. We believe one person. Especially because you know I really loved you.
Wow.
I'm taking care of our kids. Stop. It hurts me, it drains me, I'm losing weight. But that little boy is so much like you, even though he looks like me. I'm always gonna love you. We are kids together. But I really deserve a break. My sisters, you guys have held me down through all of this. For real. It is what it is. Margie misses you. Legend dances every time we play your songs. You may not have a connection, but that's your son.
That last part really drives it home. Safaree is a deadbeat dad who's not even connected with his own kids. He doesn't seem to make time for them, lowballs Erica on child support, and still has the nerve to boo Shekinah when she calls him out. And just when you think he couldn't sink any lower, his reaction to Erica's breakdown takes the cake.
At the end of the day, talking right now, it's just a waste of breath. Too much damage has been done.
Wow.
I don't look at her the same. She doesn't look at me the same. And we just gotta find a way to just move on healthy.
Well, it looks like Safaree is making more effort to see their kids, but it's not like he's doing a lot, because according to Erica, he isn't taking proper care of their kids when he has them. She recently took to Instagram to blast him for being a bad dad. She said, "I've really been sparing you for so long, but enough is enough. You love social media attention, so here it is. You already go months at a time and not seeing these babies by choice.
Damn.
You went 2 months this last go round. You finally pop up at Legends B-Day, empty-handed and never offering to pay half for for anything like always. You came for your quick once every few months photo opportunity with them and bounced. You finally decided to get them this past Saturday. Legend came here with his hair braided already. Clearly, it needed to be taken out. She continued, but me just assuming since the so-called auntie and grandma was in town, my baby will be good, right? How is it that no one thought to take my baby braids out and wash his hair? Especially since he was in and out of a chlorine pool. Sis, Safaree, you have no problem making sure you're a bad bee all the time. Why can't my babies be dressed and groomed properly like I do for you when you have them? A part of being a bad bee is really taking care of your kids, so this is where I draw the line. You know, I can go on for days with all the spiteful ish you don't do for your kids just because you think it's a way to hurt me, but not grooming and properly dressing your kids every time you have them is just honestly despicable. She also posted pictures of their kids' hair, and I'm not gonna lie, the baby's hair looks pretty bad. She wrote, I already be having to eat ish how you purposely dress my kids so sloppy and cheap because you know that's the one thing I take pride in outside their education. You literally do nothing for them outside of child support. You don't pay for school, you don't pay for health care, but yet you claim you sell it. Their activities, you don't do anything to chip in to help for their birthdays. You literally skipped out on Christmas and Safaree's birthday altogether this year. What you could at least do when you have them is take pride in that and actually put in some effort. You got all this money, so you tell the world, and you got all these diamonds. But yet, why is it when you have your kids, they walk around looking like this? Did grandma and auntie not feel the need to grab a comb for your babies? Sis, girl, Erica was ready to take it all the way there with Safaree because she continued to drag him for filth and expose him for being horrible while playing the perfect father to their kids on social media. She said, sis, Safaree, you finally decided to babysit your kids Saturday, and by Monday you calling yourself putting them in summer camp. You know I pay $2,700 a month for their education alone. That's all year round. You know how I am about keeping their minds stimulated. You know I'm big on them having a routine. If you was going to take them to just only put them somewhere random, why not bring them to the school you helped me pick out but don't pay for? But really, you barely see them as it is, and it's summertime. Why aren't you indulging in your kids you never really see, even though you live 30 minutes away? Why can't they be dressed and groomed properly when they are with you? Child, this is some messy situation, and Safaree really needs to do better because this ain't it. But that's not all, because it looks like Safaree might still be hung up on his ex, Nicki Minaj.
I could see
Nicki
that.
and Safaree dated for 14 years, and their breakup was messy to say the least. Safaree tried to claim that Nicki was violent to him, saying, remember the night you cut me and I almost died? The police and ambulance had to take me out the crib on a stretcher, and I had to lie and tell them I was trying to kill myself so they wouldn't take you to jail. When things like that start happening more than once, it's time to dip. Nicki then accused him of stealing from her, saying, you stole my card and told me you thought it was an account with free money that I didn't know about. On God, God will strike you down and more for lying. Stop saying you packed and left. On Jesus, you came to my house crying, begging to go with me to Europe to the EMAs. I said no, dummy. But it looks like Safaree is still salty because in a new interview, he talked about how the breakup with Nicki almost ruined his life because nobody wanted to work with him after that.
The excellence of driving a Buick.
What would you say your biggest struggle or obstacle you ever had to overcome?
Like, I'm not even a sugarcoat. Like, I was with Nicki, we broke up, so her fans and certain people, they just wanted it to be like, okay, they're not together no more. Him, let him be nothing, let him disintegrate, let him disappear, whatever. But 9-10 years later, 10, 15 TV shows later, a lot of music out later, doors up later, crib, like, I'm still here. And, you know, some people don't like that. They're like, damn, why still paying attention to this? When me and Nicki first broke up, and she got with Meek, and they were like the biggest in the world, and we was all beefing and you gotta think about it, I had two of the biggest people in the world, like, against me. So that meant everybody be against me.
Quit crying, little bitch.
Yeah, so it was like nobody wanted to be next to me. Nobody wanted to
sound like a
work with me or
bitch.
none of that. So it just made everything hard, and I was like, that was a dark time for me. You know what I'm saying?
That really affected you. Do you wish like you had kept your relationship with Nicki a secret?
Even nobody knew until after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Right. There were rules like you guys, you couldn't like kiss in person or like show affection.
I don't know. That wasn't even a thought.
Erica then commented on this and said, I will forever be embarrassed. I gave sis these incredible, beautiful babies. He don't even talk or care about these seeds this much online or in real life. Him being more bothered about his ex than his kids speaks a lot, and Erica might be onto something with those allegations. Yeah. Fans commented, this whole thing between Erica and Safaree will never not spin me. Guys, he hounded her down, chased her like it was a marathon, and spoke about how he wanted a wife and family. Married her, had babies, to then become a deadbeat and crap husband. The switch is actually demonic. I'm tired of Erica Mena getting on here and telling us Safaree ain't it. He wasn't it when you married him, and he ain't it now. You thought you were the exception because of your skin. Now you look like Skeletor, and you're crying on the internet to us every day. And Safaree saying his breakup with Nikki was the worst thing that happened to him, and now his divorce from Erica has really set her off. Ooh, what a mess. But y'all drop your thoughts about this in the comments, then check out this next video.
Listen, I gotta give my opinion, y'all. Safaree is a clown, man. But yeah, I went through some stuff like I had to build a relationship with my daughter, so yeah, I understand. You know, you gotta be there in kids' life. I mean, my absence out of my kids' life was by my mistakes I made in life, you know. And it hurt my kids, like after actually talking to my kids and them telling me, like me being out their life for them years that I was incarcerated, it hurt them. You know, I had to build back a bond with my oldest daughter, you know, so, man, you gotta love your kids and try your best to be a dad to them kids, man. It's sad that 90% of the women end up taking care of the kids that we both help create, the woman and the man. And I'm not taking no sides right now because it's all he say, she say. But if Safaree did what she said, he bogus. You know, and I hate to see a lot of women out there that, you know, gotta take the baby and step up because the man, and I just want to say thank you to both of my baby mamas, you know. They stepped up when I was out of their life, you know, and I appreciate that. And I always respect them for that. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this comment. I still believe he in love with Nicki Minaj. But y'all at the comment section, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation.